might be someone right now who is like, I wake up every day, I do the same old routine, but I have no purpose. I feel like I'm just living just to be living, and I'm earning. I'm really trying to figure out, why am I still even here? Hey y'all, welcome back to EKCourage. I am again delighted to welcome my intentional, purposeful, driven jewels. I know each and every one of you, again, is like I always say, it's not by chance. You guys are here with me, joining in, ready to be elevated and celebrated. So today's topic, I am just going to focus on pause. Just like that. Pause. See how I took that intentional moment to stop and just be silent? Pause. You take that intentional pause. Have you ever heard the words, there's power in silence? Will you really just stop? Just take a moment and really let that sink in. Sink into the heart. Power in silence. You know, I'm not oblivious, I'm not naive to know we live in a world, okay? A world that is so busy. But busy doing what? Busy doing a lot of filling in, right? We have this schedule. What's a schedule? A schedule is something we put together, or someone or some people may put together for you. But in that day-to-day operation, how often do you take the time to pause? Take a moment, whether it's a minute, 5 minutes, 30 minutes. If you're lucky, some people even take an hour. To just take that time to reflect. Take that time to be able to understand what it is you even do in a day. And more so, why? Is it because it's your regular scheduled job? Is it because it's the schedule that's put together for your school? If you're going to school, even if you're in college, and you're watching, or if you're in high school, they always have this schedule, right? Even in your job, think about it. They give you breaks, and those breaks are supposed to be taken. But how many of you can honestly, truthfully say on a daily basis you take advantage of those break times? Whether it's a 2 15-minute breaks, whether it's a lunch break, how many of you are taking the time to really do that and break? I'm not talking about, because listen, I'll be the first one to tell y'all, I'm guilty. I'm a social worker. I work with vulnerable population, and honestly, on a regular basis, I can count on maybe not even a full hand how many times I utilize my breaks adequately, the correct way, meaning I separate myself from my day-to-day. I'm guilty, y'all. I'm guilty. And what I'm trying to pour out, and what I'm going to even get into a little bit deeper, is having everyone to look at and be enlightened of just taking a pause. Because that pause, as we call them breaks, as you call it, a time to reflect, whatever you call it, is meaningful. It's important. Every day you wake up, God sees fit for you to still be here. There's a purpose and a reason behind that. It is, I guarantee. Even if you don't understand, you might be someone right now who is like, I wake up every day, I do the same old routine, but I have no purpose. I feel like I'm just living just to be living, and I'm earning. I'm really trying to figure out, why am I still even here? Listen, we still in a pandemic. I was about to say we over this pandemic, y'all. We still in it. COVID-19 is still real. But listen, you still here. That right there is a reason to not just give him glory, honor, and praise, but to also understand there's still a purpose and a plan that he has for you. Come on now, y'all. Come on. Jeremiah 29:11. That's real. That's real. So let me break it back, right, to pause. So I had a situation I was going through on my job, on my 9 to 5, right? And I've been with this agency for some years now. But we just had a real pivotal shift to take place. I can tell you, I didn't like it. A whole lot of other staff members didn't like it because we were being pulled and shifted to other areas, other departments in our agency. And I'm a manager on my 9 to 5, and I'm grateful. I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be able to do and pour into my staff members, pour into making sure my clients and the clients being served are being served the way they need to and supposed to. But I'm not gonna lie, it took me some time to really stop and take out the emotions and start thinking more logically. And see, that's what happens when you stop and pause for a moment. You need to feel. You need to feel and more so understand what's going on with your emotions and with your mental of why it's a challenge for you to overcome what God is trying to take you to, or even more so take you through. But see, until you are able to stop and take in that moment to pause and really adequately take in the time to seek Him, seek what He's trying to show you, seek Him, for He is trying to tell you something. He is trying to even show you something. But see, because we're so caught up in the day-to-day hustle and bustle, we sometimes can block our own blessings, y'all. Come on now. And we can't afford that no more. If this pandemic hasn't taught us nothing more, it is time for us to be real and true to ourselves. Because again, He has a purpose and a plan for you, and He has a purpose and a plan for me. But I had to dig deep. I had to go there. I had to pray. I had to seek, and I had to keep my mind on Him. I had to focus. I had to get right. And that also meant sometimes, guess what? I had to put the telephone down. I couldn't be texting. I couldn't be all over social media. It was my time to do what? Talk to Him. Because He was the only one who was going to bring me through this. He was the only one who was going to really, truly help me to see the light, to see what He had in store. Because sometimes we get so caught up, and again, that goes back to emotions, of us thinking, okay, so they want me to do this, right? And if you like me, I use the man wants me to do this, man wants me to do that, and I then took out the equation what God has for me. But again, I tell you, if you are able to stop and take a moment and pause, and see what that pause is going to do, it's going to reset. It's going to reset your mind to think differently. It's going to reset your moves, right? To flow differently. It's going to reset your tongue, okay, to speak differently. Because see, there's power in the tongue. See, I talked about the power in the silence, but now I'm going to go to the power in the tongue. You can either speak life or you can speak death into whatever situation you're going through. And I encourage you all to just take that time. Take that moment. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If you got a journal, write in your journal. If you just got to close yourself in a room, I don't care if it's your bathroom, your bedroom, whatever space, your car, if you drive, But I encourage each and every one of you just to take that time with him and just pause. Because see, out of that pause will come a reset. The reset, and that reset may be bigger and better than you ever envisioned or could imagine. So again, pause is the word for today. My purposeful, intentional, driven jewels, I thank you. I love y'all, and I just encourage y'all to just continue to be blessed upon blessings. And if you took in something, just one thing, and nothing more, I just encourage you just to continue to tune in. Keep watching EKCourage YouTube, because again, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Share, like, subscribe, and I definitely look forward to tuning in and you continue to be a part of this journey. Thank you. Bye-bye.